Hey guys, I'm Doctor McFarland. Welcome back to the channel, and I have a great new firmware update for you guys. The 1.7.53 update from Tonemaster Pro. And in this preset, I have some cool stuff. So let me give you the scenario here. In back in my day, I had a huge board with a Gig Rig Pro 14 and a bunch of pedals plugged in. And one of those pedals was a Male 9 from Electro Harmonics. Okay. And what you could do with that is you can layer in a cool little cello, organy pad type underneath your playing, as well as a POG and some octave stuff, some delays and reverbs. And then you can essentially have this nice wall of sound as you play your stuff. So with all that said, we'll get to the Athon here in a second, but a cool thing that I like in this update is they did add a Fender Twin Blonde. And as you can see, I have a dual cab here, and I have a SM57 and also a Royer 121. You can blend those to taste. I did not choose to do any high cuts or low cuts. I just kept them just how they came in on the cab there. But here's the sound going through my Kiesel Pink Vader, which is very sparkly, and I like it. So here we go. All right, now it's a little dry sounding right now, so let's go ahead and add in a secondary reverb if I can. I like the cloud reverb. That's pretty good, just overall. And we'll bring the mix of that down, bring the decay down a little bit. All right, so what we have here is just a good, clean option. All right, so if you're playing country, if you're playing blues, kick in whatever dirt you want on the front end. This would just be a good all-around amp for that kind of style. And then the petrol amplifier I have in here, which I have these two amps set to a switch link on two different switches. So when I just choose one or choose the other, it just automatically toggles between the two. I could set up scenes in this preset if I wanted to, but I'm just keeping it real simple on this one. So going between the twin and the diesel petrol amplifier. So here's the petrol with the nice 7-string. Okay, sounds good to me. And then I also have the SDD Boost, which is a brand new overdrive pedal. And essentially just has an input and an output, and then you can adjust the level. So this is a preamp from a delay system, like a rack system back in the 70s and 80s. Okay, so check this one out. In front of the Twin Blonde, it sounds like this. Here's the Twin by itself. And then kick in the boost. Yeah, this has a nice little hair to it. And that's not that's definitely not your typical overdrive sound that you would get from any other overdrive. So that's just a very special, don't sound like anybody else kind of choice that is definitely valid and can work for a lot of situations there. Let's see what that sounds like in front of the petrol. So here's the amp by itself. And then the SDD Boost. All right, now in front of the petrol that already has tons of gain on it, it's going to be really hard to distinguish that kind of overdrive because it's just, you're already saturated enough, and it's just really hard to, for any other saturation, like push it any farther than it already is. So if I brought the gain down a little bit, it would sound like this. And then STD boost. And maybe if I push the level just a little bit more, let's see what this happens. Yeah, so it's taking that grit and that dirt and just pushing it even more. But you definitely want to adjust the level on that one. So another boost pedal that we have is, and I can't even add it. So I'm going to have to do some stuff here. Let's go ahead and do the other thing, which I was going to show you. So here is some more ambient stuff. And this is the Ethereal convolution reverb that was added in 1.7.53. And it's also in parallel or in tandem with the Aurora delay. And if I didn't have so much stuff already in this preset, that I could probably do more delay and reverb stuff. But it might be one of those things where I take out the twin and then just make it its own preset, and then just go back and forth within like song mode or something. So, but here's my idea for like my big ethereal wall of sound. So here we go. Okay, maybe add in the boost. Maybe we'll take it down just a smidge here. Okay, now add in the Athon. Okay, and the key to this, well, I think the key of it is I have taken the mix and I've brought that way down. So I'm blending in just a little bit of that synthy sound with the original signal, and that gives it that kind of undertone of like this bed of just chorusy, not chorusy, but like, you know, cello sustain. This is what it sounds like all the way up. Okay, then bringing it back to around 25 or so. Let's try 50% on this one. The volume down a bit. let's explore a few more presets here. Let's just see what we got. We got Sword Walker. Okay, blend that back in with the original signal. See, that could be really cool. Having a neat pad underneath what you're playing, but not have it be so high in the mix. Okay, let's try the glide synth. Wow, it just goes on forever. So what you're hearing there is the attack time is coming in way later than your actual notes. So if I brought the attack time at 0, now it's going to be an immediate change. So here we go. Bring down the mix. Yeah, that's pretty amazing right there. Now this has a freeze on and it's set to A, and the freeze mode is auto. So you can have it be on, what is that? Auto, standard, or layer. Let's try what the layer does. Let's bring the mix back up. Okay, let's see what the standard freeze mode does. Okay, so it's doing that one. Okay, I'm liking the glide synth. That's really neat. Vibraphone. Once again, you really got to bring the mix down a lot. Okay, 8-bit. Let's bring the mix down, volume down. The mellow flute, 50%. I mean, all this stuff can work really cool. Just you gotta play with it. Marble spill, what is that? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm literally just playing this with this for the first time, so. Yeah, I'm liking all that. Let's see what this sounds like with it after, like at the very end. That could work. Yeah, that can be pretty killer, guys. If you do ask me. So, with all that said, that's just a taste of what you can get in this update. So, if you own the Tollmaster Pro and you haven't updated yet, then just go ahead and do it. You'll thank me later. And seriously, guys, this is some killer tones on this thing. It's so easy to use. I keep telling everybody that the Tollmaster Pro really checks all the boxes. It's the perfect size. I think it's the perfect size. You can still add your own expression pedals if you need to, but it's not like a super wide unit to where it just takes up a lot of floor space. You can throw it in a backpack if you need to. You can put it in a small carry case. It's got very sturdy foot switches that you can also turn to adjust everything on the screen. And the UI is just dead simple. I mean, my 3-year-old can figure out how to use this thing just with the touch screen flexibility and scribble strips. I still know what more you would really want out of a unit other than the Tollmaster Pro. I know there's great units out there. The Stadium XL just came out, and it does all the showcase stuff and all that, but if you're just a guitar player that just needs cool guitar sounds without all the drum loops and all the whatever else, then really the Tollmaster Pro is the best way to go. It has the full MIDI capabilities. It has amp control. So if you have a tube amp with like 2 separate channels on it, you can switch channels straight from the Tollmaster Pro, either on a foot switch or dial that in per scene or per preset, whatever you want to do. And I hope to get some. I want to try out a tube amp again here in the channel, and maybe I'll use the Tollmaster Pro to do my switching on the amplifier itself. I think it'd be really cool and really fun. So, thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And I am Dr. McFarland. I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking.